Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the importance of dwelling on the problem, thinking about the problem, why it is extremely important to think about the problem more than we think about the solution. Take more time to think about the problem. Now, this is something that I'm still working on deepening within myself, but I'm understanding more and more the concept of it. Okay, so the first step, so I'm going to use different angles. The first angle is the Alcoholic Anonymous angle, and the second angle is the Einstein, what he says, and the third angle is what have we done so far, and so that way. Um, so the first step is the Alcoholics Anonymous angle, and that is they have a 12-step program. The first step of that is to admit that we have a problem. Now, it is absolutely impossible for somebody to solve something when they cannot admit that they have a problem. I have a friend who always says, every time I see him, he always says, I'm so glad and grateful that I don't have a problem with envy. I never envy people. Yes, to some extent that is true. But I have seen that he envies people, and I have seen that is because of the way he acts, the things he does. And that does come from envy. But he is completely unable to accept that he does have envy. And so when we are not able to accept that we have a problem, there's another person who's like, I don't have, like, a person is overweight. They've been talking about it for 10 years. And they're like, no, I don't have a problem. I don't have a food addiction. It's just that I ate that yesterday because I went there. Or it's just that I did that. It's very difficult to admit, yes, I have a problem here. I have a food addiction. Or some people might have, like for me, I would say that yes, I have a problem. I've been trying to be on a good diet for a long time, for years, decades, and I've not really managed to be consistent on multiple different diets that I've been trying to do on. I managed for a while, for a few months maybe, and then I stopped. So my story has always been, the problem that I have is that I have um, an emotional weakness around that. Like, I consider myself, but to admit that I have a food addiction, right? I have this lack of belief that it's going to work out. And even if I tell myself, no, it's a lifestyle change, this is how I'm going to live, it doesn't matter whether it works or not, this is how I'm going to live. Somewhere deep inside, I still have that problem that I want things to be fixed. And if it's not fixed, I stop. Right? So admitting the problem is so important. That's the Alcoholics Anonymous way of understanding. I have a problem. That's step 1 of their step 12. I have a problem and I am powerless to do this on my own. I need God's help. So, or higher power or universe or whatever, but I need help. I am powerless. I've tried this over and over again. It's not working. I am completely powerless to do this. I'm always powerless to do anything. I always need the help of somebody greater, somebody higher power, right? So that is the first step. The second angle is the Einstein angle. So this, I don't like to necessarily say this person said this, because I have no idea, and it's people seem to make up all kinds of things, but this is often attributed to Einstein. So I'm going to read what ChatGPT told me the exact quote is. The quote is often attributed to Albert Einstein, and it goes like this. If I had an hour to solve a problem, I would spend 55 minutes thinking about the problem and 5 minutes thinking about the solutions. This is so powerful, right? Think about what the problem is. What exactly, nail it down, drill it down to the exact precise thing. What is the problem? The more we think about the problem, the easier the solutions come. And then we can try the different solutions that come up. We try a solution, it doesn't work out, that's okay. We try another solution, doesn't work out, that's okay. We keep trying. And anytime there is a nagging feeling I have tried everything. Nothing works. Every time there is that story in our head, it doesn't matter how long you have tried. Stop it. Stop that thought, because that thought is going to make you not have the results that you want. Stop it. Okay? Try again, and then try again, and then try again. Because if you give up, you are never going to achieve it. Absolutely never going to achieve it if you give up. You have to keep trying, no matter how long it takes, right? Okay, I've forgotten what the third angle was. I should have written it down instead of just speaking it, because uh, okay, I don't know. I'm not remembering. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about this thing called karma. Now, I've always had this question, and it got answered yesterday when I was listening to this lecture, and it was very, very, very powerful. So people talk about destiny, astrology, karma, like, everything is already done. And so especially with the karma talks, it's like, okay, I did something bad in my past lives or whatever, this life or whatever, and I am paying the price of it by, maybe I have a disease. I have diabetes in my case, right? So now what? So now what I've always believed is that now our destiny is in our hands. Now we have that, but we can resolve it. We have to keep trying to resolve it. We have to keep trying to heal it, eat right, all of that, right? We can't just give up and say, oh, this is my karma, and if I don't, I can just not do anything and I'll be okay. No, because then you're creating future karma. So my thought was that I'm creating future karma, but the pain that I'm going to have from this is already set. What he was saying is that it's not that the pain from that is already set, it's that I am going to have that disease that's already. So the example he was giving is cancer. So if a person is destined to have cancer in this life, but the person has been eating right their whole lives and exercising and doing all the right things, then the cancer is not going to be as strong in that person. The person will be able to recover from it faster. If the person is supposed to lose all their money, like, or lose some money in their stocks or something, but the person is financially intelligent and he has made intelligent choices and he is diversified, then he's not going to lose all of that money, right, in that stock. He will still be okay. If a person is meant to not have have this relationship end, he is going to be okay, because he's going to have other people in his life, or he is going to be able to recover from that faster or whatever. So he was saying that the karma does not determine the amount of suffering you're going to have. The karma determines the action that's going to be taken on you, and then how you respond to it will reduce the suffering, or how well you've lived your life. All of your choices, because we have free will, all of your choices will determine how you're going to face it. So then if a person has cancer and they've not been healthy and they've not lived a healthy life and they continue to not live a healthy life, then they're going to suffer a lot more, even with the same amount of original karma, than somebody who has cancer, but they've worked on themselves. So this personal growth stuff is absolutely crucial. We need to work on it, not just for our future life, but even for this life. It is absolutely crucial. He was saying, if you put your hand, if there's a fire there and you put your hand on the burning fire and you get burned, that is not karma from the past life. That is karma from this life, from last night, or from 2 hours ago, whenever you put your hand in the fire. So it is important for you to take responsibility for your actions, even in this life. The personal growth we're doing is helping us grow right now. And so all of this stuff that how I'm tying it in together with how important it is to think about the problem. It is important to come up with the solutions, and it is important to work through the solutions, and it is important to, from the karma point of view, to think about what is going on in your life and to work towards improving it, to work towards growth. And this growth, this personal growth is anartha nivritti. Personal growth is part of this process that will help you build your relationship with God, because then you're not always wanting things for yourself, because you're always freaked out, because everything that we're doing is because we need love, right? We need love, like we need air to breathe. We absolutely need it. But what we've been trying to do is we've been trying to get it from other people, or instead of trying to get it from God. And so how does it manifest with when we're trying to get it from other people? We are getting resentful if they are not giving us, if they're not responding to us on time, if they're not um, reaching out to us, if they're not helping us when we want help, if like all of that stuff, then we get reactive, or we get defensive, or we get angry, or we feel this ego, or we start competing, or we feel envy. All of that happens because, or we start to feel better than, because we have to feel better than in order to feel good about ourselves. We have to be better than them so that we can be chosen to be loved. So all of this thing happens because we have not built. So this personal growth path is extremely crucial for us. And okay, and the first step for that is to admit that we were wrong. And once we have admitted that we have a problem, and we really dwell on the problem, we think about it. What is exactly the problem? What is it? What is it that is the problem? What is it that is, why is it that I am not following the diet that I'm supposed to be following consistently? And what have I tried? Yeah, what have I tried? What are the things, I think that was the third point. What are the things that I have tried in the past, right? And what has not worked? So then what is the current problem right now? Because I have now identified everything that I've tried in the past and that has not worked as well. Okay. Yeah, so that's it for this video. Wish you a day filled with really excellent problem identification. Wish you a beautiful day. Radhe Radhe.